What's up, YouTube? Zero here. Welcome to the place where gamers, witches, wizards, and superheroes unite. Today, I have an epic build for Lahmu in Shin Megami Tensei V. Now in this video, I'm going to give you a build around the level you can fuse Lahmu at. I'm going to go over the stats and skills of Lahmu, and why this is an absolutely epic build for Lahmu around his fusion level, and why you need these skills on him as soon as possible, so you can dominate your enemies as soon as you fuse Lahmu. Without further ado, let's get into the build. Now you can see the HP and MP is at 263 and 272 respectively. The resistance is we are going to be weak to fire, however Lahmu resists ice and force while blocking dark. Strength is going to be at 30, vitality at 37, magic at 52, agility at 27, and luck at 39. Magic is going to be the main focus of the Lahmu build. And now the skills. Silt of Ruin, medium almighty attack to all foes, which also lowers target's accuracy and evasion by 1 rank for 3 turns, and that's going to be a hefty amount of MP. Tentara Fru, chance of inflicting confusion to all foes. Bufadine, heavy ice attack to 1 foe. Mudun, heavy dark attack to 1 foe, which also has a chance to insta-kill when striking a weakness. Ice Breath, weak 2 to 5 ice attacks to random foes. Life Drain, weak almighty HP drain attack to 1 foe. And Toxic Spray, chance of inflicting poison to 1 foe, and lowers defense by 1 rank for 3 turns. So now that we've gone over the skills and the stats, let's get into some more gameplay and talk about why this is an epic setup for Lahmu, which is going to help you dominate your enemies. So first, let's talk about the attack abilities of Lahmu. Silt of Ruin is absolutely amazing. We don't have full coverage for every enemy's weakness in the game. We only have dark and ice type attacks. Silt of Ruin is going to be able to damage all enemies with an almighty attack. On top of that, lowering the accuracy and evasion is going to be critical. There are multiple boss battles where I was able to use Silt of Ruin and break the enemy's attack because they were missing attacks. So Silt of Ruin is an absolute must-have on any Lahmu build, especially to cover enemies that you're not going to be able to hit their weakness for. It's also going to be a great defensive ability to use, considering you're going to make the enemies miss a lot more often. Bufadine and Ice Breath are 2 amazing offensive ice attacks for Lahmu. Not only do both of them get enhanced stats because Lahmu is better at utilizing ice attacks, Bufadine is going to deal heavy damage to 1 foe. Ice Breath, I really like some of these moves that attack, and I'm going to put in quotes, random enemies. The reason why I put it in quotes is because if you're only attacking one enemy, you know which enemy Ice Breath is going to land on. Sometimes this can be absolutely critical when facing a boss that's weak to ice, because you have a chance of hitting that boss up to 5 times, and that can be insanely great when hitting the boss's weakness 5 times. Life Drain is another great almighty attack, and this is going to keep Lahmu alive. Being able to drain enemies' health into Lahmu is going to allow him to stay alive longer, giving him that survivability and helping your team out. On top of that, making it so you don't have to use items to restore Lahmu's health. He can do it himself, making him a more survivable character. Now let's talk about the 2 skills that are going to be great to weaken our enemies. Toxic Spray is awesome because not only do we have the chance to poison enemies, but we're also going to be able to lower their defense. So that is a twofer. Toxic Spray is going to help whittle the enemy's health down, regardless of the enemy you're facing. Of course, if they resist it, it's not going to help as much. But lowering the defense is great for the entire party. You're not just poisoning the enemy and whittling their health down that way, but you're also weakening their defense so the rest of your party can hit them for more damage. Tentarafu is another great ability to have, especially when you're facing hordes of enemies. Being able to stop the enemies in their tracks with confusion or making them hit each other is another great way to keep your team's survivability alive and whittle down the enemy really easily. So that is the build for Lahmu around his fusion level, and I absolutely love it. Let me know in the comments section if your build on Lahmu is similar, if you've used these moves, and what you think about them. Do you like this build, or are there better moves for Lahmu that you've found? Let me know in the comments section. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, feel free to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more Shin Megami Tensei V content. I do a bunch of other RPGs, so feel free to check those out as well. Until next time, peace.